former Democratic presidential nominee Hillary ClintonHillary Diane Rodham ClintonThe Memo Trump faces critical fault. Trump lawyer to reporter, "Are you on drugs?" John Legend casting out of shape Trump supporters for music video report. More is blaming Sen. Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders week ahead. Congress returns to take up bipartisan healthcare efforts. Sanders urges support for progressive policies on Labor Day. Top Dem Trump ending DACA would be his administration hitting rock bottom. More IVT for doing lasting damage to her campaign and paving the way for President Trump's attack against her as Crooked Hillary. According to excerpts of Clinton's new campaign telebook, What Happened?, Clinton claims that she wanted to fight back against Sanders' characterization of her as beholden to corporate influence, but that then President Obama and others advised her to stay quiet. Throughout the primaries, every time I wanted to hit back against Bernie's attacks, I was told to restrain myself, Clinton writes, noting that his plans didn't add up, that they would inevitably mean raising taxes on middle-class families, or that they were little more than a pipe dream. All of this could be used to reinforce his argument that I wasn't a true progressive. My team kept reminding me that we didn't want to alienate Bernie's supporters. President Obama urged me to grit my teeth and lay off Bernie as much as I could. I felt like I was in a straitjacket. Clinton ripped Sanders supporters, the so-called Bernie brothers, claiming that some of the attacks against her were sexist and arguing that Sanders' attacks against her for raking in tens of millions of dollars for paid corporate speeches made it impossible for her to appeal to progressives during the general election campaign. Some of his supporters, the so-called Bernie brothers, took to harassing my supporters online, Clinton writes. It got ugly and more than a little sexist. When I finally challenged Bernie during a debate to name a single time I changed a position or a vote because of a financial contribution, he couldn't come up with anything, Clinton wrote. Nonetheless, his attacks caused lasting damage, making it harder to unify progressives in the general election and paving the way for Trump's Crooked Hillary campaign. The excerpts were posted online by a pro-Clinton Twitter account and first reported on by CNN, from What Happened, thanks to its Sharon Gu. Nonetheless, Bernie's attacks caused lasting damage, paving the way for Crooked Hillary. Pic.twitter.com Fizz. Hillary warned us. Hillary warned us September 4, 2017 in post-election interviews. Clinton has blamed her shocking loss on Russian interference. Former FBI Director James Comey's handling of the criminal investigation into her private email server and latent sexism. She has been criticized for refusing to take responsibility for her campaign's shortcomings. Clinton's latest explanation for why she lost, blaming Sanders and his supporters, will reopen old wounds from the bitter primary between the two. Sanders' enthusiastic base of supporters has long felt that establishment Democrats, led by the Democratic National Committee, conspired against them to give Clinton the nomination. They say they've been treated as interlopers by Democrats, who didn't take them into the fold and so failed to capitalize on their grassroots energy. According to the latest Harvard-Harris poll survey, Sanders is the most popular active politician in the nation, at 54% favorable and 36% unfavorable. Clinton's favorability has not improved in her time out of the spotlight. She remains underwater at 42% positive and 53% negative.